All right, this could very well be the last part in this whole thing.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Oh, it's gonna happen if I skip the Hope.
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash
Oh my
the
God.
entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the sun.
Oh. Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Well, that's not good.
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Wasn't even my idea. I'll take credit for it, though.
Take someone to watch your back,
I'll take two someones.
please.
Yeah, so now when both of my companions go down, I need to remember to use my Healy Dealy. I wonder how that permanent death works. Like, do they die permanently, like the second they go down? Or can they die permanently at some other point? Kind of curious. Yeah, if your brand could look one way, I feel like this is the way to look, though. Like, this looks tight. All these, like, flat illustrations and stuff like that. The anatomical drawings are pretty good touch. I wonder if, like, on a technical level, they're easier and faster to load. Okay, so I need to patch Ada into the comm systems and re-power the skip drive. Corporate recruit. Patch. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Done. What are these guys doing? Restricted access.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
I was sent to repair the reactor so it doesn't explode and take the colony out.
Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Oh, they're gonna make me wear a uniform. Is one of these a uniform? I feel like I was bamboozled. Where is it?
Good luck.
Oh, I see. It's still a restricted area, though. Bummer, I couldn't unrestrict it. Okay, let's save. I should have planned my route through here. Oh, we have to go all the way through. And then to the left. And then in this door. This is not a door. We gotta go through this door. And then through this door. Okay. Use the main control console to decide where to send the Hope. Where is that?
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated
Hang on, sorry. I need to figure out where to go.
myself into the Hope.
Disguise failed. Alright, I'm gonna be kind of busy for a second, Ada. Sorry.
Just like that.
Oh, okay. Now we're good.
Can't
So, oh, okay.
think of much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Sealed, huh? Probably just go in now.
Incoming!
How about that?
I forgot I had time slowy ability. All right, so now there wasn't even a way to go at all. Why would I go up here? Oh, I think it's just like an alternate way to get there. Is it like a terminal or something? Let's just check. So this is the upper level that was on the map before, right? Oh, hello. Look at that. Yeah, I don't have anywhere near the hacking capability to do this hack. So we need like another way. Oops. STL. Slower than light drive? Yeah, I don't really know what to do. Explosive cell death. Dear Diary. Hope Bridge key card. Is that what I need? Hell yeah, gamers. Oh, if I had realized that that was a thing, then we would have been fine. Wouldn't have to kill all those poor robots. Okay, never mind. All the robots need to die now. Okay, just kidding. Now everybody's fine. Okay. Let's do another save. I think everything's pretty salvageable at this point. Can I talk to you? No.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Comms. Patch Ada through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip the Hope. Am I really doing the right thing?
Probably not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
Oh my god, that's not what I meant by the right thing. I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive.
That's not what I'm worried about.
And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Oh yeah. Skip the Hope.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years?
Quest
On a
failed.
derelict ship.
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of
Extreme damage.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
that. Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are a go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Cutscene hype. How many times have we got a cutscene? Like once at the beginning? Is this gonna blow up, smash into the fucking colony, blow up, and kill everybody? Oh my god, we really are just aiming right at the sun. Glad it doesn't have any effect on the planet. Have an effect on this planet. Didn't have that much of an effect on this area. Unexpected, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully escaped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Did we move? I hardly felt a thing.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Handled. None the wiser. Hey, did the ship move? I think we moved. No, no. Answer my question, please, Root. Oh, he's gone. I can't ask him anymore. He's out of the restricted zone. Hey, buddy. Can't help but notice, but since you walked in there, it seems like the ship has moved. Nope. Okay, you're just gonna leave. Okay. It's just, man, I'm so bad at this being assertive thing. I just like up and leave. I don't know what to do about it. Could I have fast traveled here? No. Yeah, maybe it would be asking for a lot, but like an updated one of these every single time probably would have been good. Okay, so we went through all of those 100 questions. Not all of them are great. Let's do this 600. Oh, the 600 one is bad too, right? Because they're just like all kinds of random questions that are not great too. 30 questions when meeting new people. That would be good, right? This could be considered new people. What would you be questions? A great way to break the ice is by activating people's imagination using familiar topics.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from... Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible.
Your associate.
How can I be of assistance?
No, yeah, that's good. There's been something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
You have a favorite among the crew? It's me, right?
Define favorite.
Someone you like the most. Whoever you dislike the least.
I see. In that case, my favorite is Sam.
Oh, that makes sense. Are you keeping any secrets from me?
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me?
Do I? I'm one of the Lost Hope colonists. The scientists read me from hibernation.
Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona.
Ooh.
Thank you for confiding in me.
Fondness. Oh, she
Captain. I
didn't.
have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself.
Oh. Are you sentient?
What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever.
Oh.
Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses, with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
Your secret said you're in love with Alex Hawthorne.
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex
I don't know that.
emotion.
You're clandestinely plotting to take over the Halcyon system.
How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you?
Oh my god.
I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
Oh my god. That's all for now. Okay. Let's go to the lab.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Hell yeah, we have. Alright, let's continue. Maybe I need to give them better weapons? Oh, I need to give Ellie better weapons, maybe? I guess Ellie isn't really the problem. I should probably tell her to stay far so she doesn't die. She don't need to be using all her close range shit. All right. Oh, and then Sam's got another perk. Increase the damage dealt by companion for a short time after performing their companion ability. Oh yeah. 100% that. Oh, I should tell you to stay far. All right. Not gonna be here, is he?
Not bad, huh?
Ow, I'm taking so much damage. Ow, I'm taking so much damage. Ow, I'm taking so much damage. What am I taking so much damage from? I took so much damage right there. My, like, non-death procced. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw. Taking a flaw is optional, but you can also... Having been shocked too many times, been sensitive to shock. Oh. Okay. Cool. Isn't there a health on kill? Oh no. Yeah, none of these. Range attack target. Yeah, I'll just take that. Yeah, that didn't go great. Failure to appear at the appointed date. Well, okay. Please note that only copy this receipt. Okay. All right. Great. I need to find his password. Pigs. Alright, well, whatever. Phineas's eyes only, right? I should probably read it. No telling who might be looking. The hope made it out of the Halcyon after all. Made it to Halcyon after all. The board doesn't know. Let's see. Long-time hibernation is really a question of thermodynamics. You just not beholden to the vicissitudes. 113 seconds, a new record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average. 113 seconds of screaming. Oh man, yeah. 12 subjects to die. I'm kind of not sure which subject I am actually. Final entry. Let's see. They say I'm a murderer. Yeah. All right. Well then. What kind of gun is this about to be? Spacer's choice. I mean, shit. You have to try, right? Okay. All right, we found our gun. All right, what else are we gonna use now? Dodge? Dodge question mark? I need perks. All right. I feel like what I want is like a health related thing, maybe. Companion crit chance. You have a chance to immediately resetting the cooldown. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll use this. This seems fine. Make your way to Tartarus and confront the person who runs the board of operation. Okay. Let's do it. Make my way through Tartarus, huh? If you could meet any historical figure, either living or deceased, who would you choose and why? Yeah, these are kind of like, eh. You could choose to only go to one place on vacation for the rest of your life. Where would you be and why? Huh. If you were an ice cream flavor, what would you be? I'd be sherbet. If you could pick a certain skill, pick up a certain skill instantly, what would it be? Yeah, I guess that one's similar as before. If you had a talk show, who would be your first three guests? First three guests.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Oh. But don't worry, we completed all the companion quests.
So, Phineas got himself taken to Tartarus. That's usually a one-way trip.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now.
The boss.
We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract
Was that an
the
option?
scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we have any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
That's true.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
What do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
I couldn't live with you if you
You're
didn't do
asking
something.
for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
Hell yeah. We're doing this. Strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready,
Do you really?
boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Oh, good.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Let's go. Engage. And engage. Tartarus. It didn't go to Typhon at all. Didn't go for You're about to assault the labyrinth and Tartarus to determine the fate of the Halcyon. If there's anything you would like to do before you enter the prison, before you cross the point of no return, would you like to continue? Hell yeah. Sure, I'll save. Let's make a new save right here. First new
I
save.
am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of
Oh my god. 4.2.
at this time.
Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684.
Including. Oh, okay, that's not
Resident
bad.
escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain.
Is that
I would
comedy?
also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Oh. Nice try, but not happening.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Oh, okay. Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under the helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Tartarus Docking Authority, signing off.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later.
See you soon, Captain.
You know, that little exchange is a bit weird against this, like, please leave your ID behind in case you die. Oh man, we've really been going for like a hot minute. I should not have waited to do this for the last minute. What a bad idea. There are 3 types of armor: light, medium, and heavy. Raising your dialogue skills is good for conventions. It's good for conversations, but it's also quite good for conventions. Your dialogue skill, that is. Picking up items that belong to other people is a crime and affects reputations. Crime. Is it a crime if they see you, or is it a crime if it happens? Okay. Well, shit. I'll just make a run for it. I think there's an end to this restricted area.
Area Sanitization Assessment. The Labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
Getting in's one thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
You guys have said that multiple times. I'm sure it'll be fine. You guys are like, you guys worry too much.
Would you like Sam to tidy up this area? Waiting for confirmation command. Confirmation command not received.
Uh-oh. I don't know where to go. Alright, we take a left and a right. And it's basically a straight shot from here after there's a door. Oh god, it's not a door. That's a ladder. This ladder was anticipated. Transition to the pit. Yeah, what's up in the pit? All right, I promise in the future, whenever we have a time crunch, we'll handle it more responsibly. Each of your companions has unique perks and a unique special attack. Build a team that fits your playstyle, or just hang out with your favorites. I'm leaning on the latter. Raising your block skill unlocks perfect block. With pinpoint timing, your block can stagger the enemy attacking you. All right. Yeah, I'm getting kind of dizzy because I'm tired. That's never happened before. I'm weak now. That's what it is. What's your favorite personal possession and why? It's very challenging, very difficult question. Personal possession. Probably like guitar. Because like it means a lot to me. Right? Okay, I think we just need to go this way. And then just sprint across. And then we're going for this thing. I feel like we should use this to get a more advantageous position. And then we'll press the button. And then they can't do anything to stop us now, losers.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
Everyone gets one mistake. Just don't do it again. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
Alright, where do we gotta go? Oh, we gotta go fucking far into this fucking place, dude. Shit. I'm running. I'm running. Is it in here? Is it in here? Sealed. Ow, no. Dang it. I almost made it. And I would have too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. And that dog.
Like that.
All right. Handle that. Do I need their shit at all? No. Unseal door. Oh, hi.
Well, look who it is.
It's me.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
And... oh, I had heard you were dragging around a repurposed janitorial mechanical. My staff jokes that it's because you're a walking pile of refuse.
Nice.
Interactive database updated. The unique organic substance labeled Chairman has been classified as filth, imminent for incineration.
Filth!
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman, what's this announcement?
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
I'll see for myself when I get to him. I could just shoot him right now. That would make things quite easy.
The fuss is about a blasted lab coat.
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a
I wonder if I have to actually shoot my way out of this place.
Stain out remover.
I can totally do that.
On residual blood splatter.
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
Captain, You have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the
Oh wow,
attempt.
she didn't expect me to. That wasn't a
You
trap.
disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things.
The natural order.
You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Nothing? It's over, Sophia. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that. You're a gifted warrior, Captain. You've made your talent for combat abundantly clear. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
My enemy. I'm here for Phineas. Let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No.
No.
Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Don't test me. It's bad for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. I wish you'd simply cooperated with me. You're the finest marksman in Halcyon. You could have been my gun.
My gun. I'm risking Phineas, and I'm going through you if I have to.
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically.
He's like right behind you or something. Can't you just hear us talk? Okay. Is that the warden? It's gonna be like a fight, you think? Like a hard one?
One order of spick and span coming up.
Oh, you all regen. Nice.
Industrials.
Yeah, regen the heck out of your abilities. I guess I crit.
Object is tuned to be speckless.
I crit again. Oh god, there's a lot of ads. Alright, let me just do this. Let me just do this button.
Mode activated.
Let me just do this. Let me just do this again. Let me just do this again. Let me just do this again.
Just like that.
Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of that had to do with the fact that I'm on easy, or I'm on normal, right? I'm on normal here. I'm on normal. All right? I spec'd good. They were not ready for the combination of, I have a high fire rate weapon actually. That's probably really good for proccing crits.
Why won't?
Wow.
Get me out of here!
That was really, didn't even finish her statement.
You made it. I can hardly believe my eyes. You didn't have to do this, you know. Risk your life just to save mine.
You kidding? The board never stood a chance against me. You alright?
I'm all right. Akande wanted my cooperation, and she was prepared to beat it out of me. If you hadn't arrived, I might have given it. You've left the board in tatters, but Halcyon is still on the verge of starvation. I just hope we're not too late.
I hope we're not too late.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark.
Earth has gone dark?
We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill.
Yeah,
The
Miss
psychological
Fenhill.
effects of losing our original home will be devastating. Earth isn't going to help us. No one's going to help us now. We're alone out here, and I don't know if we're going to survive.
Not with that attitude. We've got a lot of work. We best get started.
I had hoped your fellow colonists might hold the key to saving Halcyon, but I don't have nearly enough chemicals to revive them all. I'll do what I can. I just hope it's not too late. It's time I return to my lab. I'll try to save as many of the Hope's colonists as I can. You're under no obligation to help me. You've done enough already.
Somebody has to run this colony. You don't have to ask. I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm going to need all the help I can get. I know I've asked too much of you already. I revived you into a strange and unfamiliar colony. I put your life at risk. I made you an accomplice to my own ends. We were going to save this colony, you know. That's what I told myself when I pulled you from the Hope. You and I were going to set everything right. Now, I don't know what to think. Earth is gone, and we're going to need a miracle to survive another generation. I always suspected Halcyon might collapse one day.
Can we just get more of these chemicals? There's got to be more,
I
right?
just thought we would have more time.
Chaos on Tartarus. Leaves board in disarray. Yeah, wow. Of everything that went on.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand
The Outer
plan.
Worlds, what was the percentage on? Like 3?
But the stranger
Fuck
that
yeah,
arrived
3.
in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale,
Look at
her
my butt.
actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Left unchecked, the war on Monarch consumed both MSI and the Iconoclasts. And when the sulfur clouds settled, only stragglers from both factions remained. Some found their way to Sublight, some to Terra 2, and some lived their final years fighting for food in the wilderness. In the end, only the beasts remain.
Only the beasts remain.
The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse.
Wow.
A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter.
Yeah, get dunked on. I wonder if there was something else I could have done.
To protect the Groundbreakers' independence. While the board's influence faded, mechanical difficulties forced her to rely on parts that only corporations could provide. The cost was high, and time would tell if Junlei could balance the work with her aspirations for a better future. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
Dark times, dark times.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands.
Nice.
As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart.
Nice.
Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
Toughest acting.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He was never able to come to terms with his own past, troubled by the decision of placing all his faith in the first colonist he ever revived, the infamous Captain of the Unreliable. The revival project yielded mixed results. Phineas, weighed down by limited support and his own guilt, struggled to revive more than a handful of scientists and engineers. They made a heroic effort to solve the colony's problems, but with small numbers and facing long odds, their solutions never caught on.
Oh, no.
Only a few of the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Wells died before he could see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a haunted man, crushed by the guilt of his failures. Small, petty factions squabble over what remains of the colony. Every attempt to reach out to Halcyon's neighbors is met with silence. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon.
Yeah, this Earth thing is like a weird 11th hour like twist,
this,
I guess.
The name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
We did it, yay! And credits, and scene. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wonder how hard that fight is on hard. I didn't know that I needed to have like an AoE deal, but it definitely helped. Chaining all that ability stuff, it was clearly the way to go. I can't imagine doing it any other way, especially now that I know how that proc stuff will really work. You know, to have a high fire rate gun, and then proc crits, and then only use team abilities. Seems like a decent way to go. Yeah, I think this so far is, I kind of wish Fallout games were more like this, actually. The playing experience I found to be a little bit nicer. A lot of people reference this in combination with something like Mass Effect, I think mostly because of the companion quests, but also the companion abilities. I find this makes the gameplay a little bit more lively. The cutscenes that happen for every companion ability are a little bit weird, but I think in a game where you don't have VATS or anything like that, it's probably like probably equal amounts of cutscene happening for gameplay, so that like a little is not that bad. And then there's other stuff with loot, like less random junk to pick up. I think just in general having junk to pick up in this game is starting to wear on me. And I think it kind of took me out of the experience a little bit to still, and this is like a very Fallout thing, and kind of like an RPG thing in general, but definitely very egregious in Fallout, where you walk into a room and then you just have to touch every cabinet and every box and every countertop and every table to just pick up all the stuff on everywhere. And on some level, I feel like it's starting to really like bog things down in a not necessarily fun way, for me at least, I guess. And I think I'm not saying the game has to change, but I think definitely for me, I'm starting to prefer games that are a little bit more straightforward, and maybe on some level, like, this is starting to not become a game for me in that regard. I do like the setting. I think the setting is really good, and the way that they've adapted the aesthetic and everything to this, I don't know, core game genre, I think it was a lot nicer. Like, they managed to make environments that looked interesting in a way that Fallout never has, and it seemed to be much more technically put together, more technically put together in ways that Fallout games never are. So that's definitely a benefit. Did I have any like hard crashes or any weird gnarliness that was game breaking or really jarring? I don't think I did personally. And so that's a plus, obviously. What else is there? Yeah, I think like early Mass Effect games, I could probably do without as much gear management in future games. I think that there is a charming aspect of them coming to the table with their own situation of gear and weapons and tools, and I think putting that package together, like putting your team together, whether it be for combat or complementing your other stealth or influence or dialogue-driven playstyle, I think should be more of a driving force and not maybe less of the minutia of they need this weapon and this piece of gear, which I think they definitely did less in like Dragon Age 2 also. Am I misremembering Dragon Age 2? I would probably prefer less of that in the future. But I guess it isn't like a brand new thing. It's like a new IP or whatever. As a brand new thing, I think it's quite effective and quite enjoyable. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to be walking away from this being like, yeah, obviously, clearly top 10 games of the year. It probably will be top 10 game of the year, but it doesn't blow me out of the water completely in the way that maybe I expected it to, which is, maybe that's I need to check my expectations, right? But it's not bad. In the way that at this point, I think if they release a Fallout game, everyone's going to be going into it with a strong sense of what kind of emotion? I don't even think hesitant is the right emotion. Like, just doubt, they're definitely not, it's not even charming at this point. Everyone is expecting a completely broken game, which is not great. And if anything, this proves that this kind of game is not impossible to make. And I think that the way that they scale things down, especially the environments, I mentioned this a lot, but I think a lot of people haven't played The Witcher 1. And this game actually reminds me the most of The Witcher 1 and how it's made and how it's put together. It's a lot of big, small areas instead of one big open area. And I think that makes it so all of the different environments in the game feel more fresh. You can populate it with more characters because you generally know there's like smaller in scope for every little area, and I think it actually feels a lot bigger as a result. This probably isn't technically as big as Fallout 4 or something, but it feels bigger because of the way that it's put together. And it just obviously, again, works to the game's benefit. The voice. Some of the voice acting seemed kind of gnarly. The one that stands out is the iconoclast people that I saved. Some of the delivery there was just kind of gnarly, but I guess maybe that's probably one of the things that kind of slips through the cracks is a lot of the voice. You can't have everybody really going for it on everything, or if they do, maybe they don't sound amazing. It was a noticeable kind of noticeably stiff performance against an otherwise pretty good presentation. I haven't played a lot on the PC, but I will say even on low, it still looks pretty good. And again, if there's anything that the next generation has to offer, it's mostly loading times. I'm looking for the next generation of consoles, if I get one, to have dramatically better loading times, because I think that's one of the things that makes this game a little bit more frustrating than I wish it was. And it's one of the things that, having played a little bit on PC, it is clearly better there only because of the loading times. And even if you play it on low, it's not that worse looking than the console version. So if you have a even barely capable computer, then that is hands down the way to play. Let's check the achievements, actually. I think we should probably do that. Yeah, where am I at achievement-wise? Number 1. What's up, gamers? Let's see the Outer Worlds. So we've got kill 50 enemies with companion abilities. I managed to not do that. Use dialogue 30 times. Managed to not do that. Tell 10,000 bits worth. What are these sneak attacks? Yeah, not gonna do that. Use medical inhaler 300 times? Probably. Hard supernova. Okay, so the diamond just means that they're just by default low. Low percentage completion. And I believe on the PC, this is an Xbox. This is like it's not play anywhere, but you can play it on PC because it's included in Game Pass. So all these achievements are including the PC players as well. I believe. Level 30, huh? Spreading N-rays. Yeah, a lot of mechanics I just didn't deal with, and then a bunch of secret achievements. Yeah, there you go. 0.05. Nice, dude. What the fuck that is. Yeah. Cool game. And then that's it. Okay. Bye-bye, video games.